Hello and welcome back to Joe's Math Tools. In our session today, we are looking at the divisibility rule of 2. So let's get started. The divisibility rule for 2 tells us that any number that ends with 0, 2, 4, 6, or 8 is divisible by 2. And these numbers that we all called off are what we call even numbers. So any number that ends with an even number is divisible by 2. So let's look at how this rule can be applied. In using the number 798, I'm going to divide 2 into this number. And in using the number 798, I'm going to divide 2 into this number. Now, if 798 is truly divisible by 2 because it ends with 8, that means that when I divide into this number, I should not have a remainder. So 2 divides into 7 3 times. 3 times 2 is 6. 7 minus 6 will equal to 1. We're going to bring down our 9, changing 1 into 19. 2 goes into 19 9 times. 9 times 2 is 18. 19 minus 18 is 1. And we're going to bring down our 8, changing 1 into 18. And 2 goes into 18 9 times. 9 times 2 is 18. And 18 minus 18 is 0. So we can see that the divisibility rule in this case is indeed accurate. Because our number ends with 8, which is one of our even numbers, that means it should have been divisible by 2. Which by dividing into 2, we saw that that rule is actually accurate. Let's apply this rule now to the number 371. Now, according to our rules, again, it says that numbers that ends with 0, 2, 4, 6, and 8 are divisible by 2, which means that because this number ends with 1, I should have a remainder, and if I have a remainder, that means that this number is not divisible by 2. So 2 divides into 3 once. 2 times 1 is 2. 3 minus 2 will leave us with 1. We'll bring down our 7, changing 1 to 17. 2 goes into 17 8 times. 8 times 2 is 16. 17 minus 16 leaves us with 1. We're going to bring down our 1, changing 1 into 11. 2 goes into 11 5 times. 5 times 2 is 10. And 11 minus 10 leaves us with a remainder of 1. So we can see that because this number has a remainder, it means that it is not divisible by 2, which falls in the category because it does not end with one of our even numbers. So let's review. Remember that your divisibility rule for 2 states that any number that ends with 0, 2, 4, 6, or 8, which are considered even numbers, is divisible by 2. So if your number is not ending with one of these digits, that means it's a good chance you're going to have a remainder, and if it has a remainder, that means it's not divisible. Okay, so remember to put this rule into practice whenever you're going to perform division, and remember to watch our divisibility rule for 3. So until next time, this is Joe's Math Tools, where math is made easy.